Ladyland, and Crosstown Traffic. And before that, as I mentioned, we heard Miles Davis from Tutu, the Tutu. Betty Davis he was a big freak. Chuck Berry with Reelin' and Rockin'. Paul Pena with Something to Make You Happy. And the Jimmy Castor Bunch with Creation Prologue, and It's Just Begun. And we have Lucky Otis on the line right now. And Lucky, you there?
No, this is Abdul.
Oh, Abdul?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Well, great. Yeah, Abdul, if you can, well, I watched a film of yours a few days ago, and Tunnel Vision.
Yes, sir.
And if you could mention a little bit, about it, and also if you could give your full name.
Oh, okay, no problem. My name's Abdul Elamin. I'm from Oakland, California. I recently created a movie called Tunnel Vision. It's approximately an hour 56 minutes long. The story is a love slash hustler story. It's about a guy that is hustling. He gets caught up in some BS, and now he has to figure a way out. But while he was hustling, he had a clientele full of all girls.
Right, and yeah, it was most interesting. And were these professional actors?
Well, actually, I wouldn't say any of them was professional actors. I had about two or three people that's been in different films, but only one of the guys actually been in a big film. It was an urban film back in the day called Men's Society. He was in that film, but that's the only guy that was actually like a star through the whole movie.
Okay, well, all of them they were all very good.
Th-
I was really appreciative
Thank you.
of it. But, I wasn't sure whether you got like different actors from an actors group or just people that you knew that were good at what they did, because the acting and the just the emotion that came across was very fine.
Thank you. Thank
And
you, sir.
have you done many films before this, or?
This was actually my first film. I wrote it, produced it. I did like 98% of the filming. I did all the editing. I pretty much did everything pretty much myself.
Well, how much time did it take from start to finish on this? Looked like a very big project, and for nearly 2 hours for a film.
Yeah.
Imagine it was quite some time you spent.
About a year,
Exactly.
about a year and 6 months. You know, traveling and things like that. It took about a year and 6 months.
Okay, yeah, it seemed like there were a few influences that I picked up. Like it seemed like Spike Lee. You seemed you have an appreciation for a lot of with him. But could you say some of the things that influenced you on this film?
Yes, sir. But can I ask you a question? Because before I answer the question, can I ask you something? Because this is the third time I've heard the Spike Lee reference. Can you kind of explain to me why you
Well,
see it that way?
because you got a really gritty sort of real urban kind of feel to it. With getting to people that, and it seems with Spike that he's really approached that in some sense. Of showing people as they are in kind of urban, settings on the street, sort of average folks, and and that's what kind of brought that association with me.
Okay, I appreciate that. Well, yeah. To answer your question, well, I grew up a big Spike Lee fan. I could probably name every movie he created, but also John Singleton. It's, to be honest, I watched all kind of different films. So my influences come from Goodfellas, Scarface, Carlitos. Well, I could just keep going on and on from different directors. So to answer your question,
Okay. And for those just tuning in, we have Abdul Alamin, um, and he produced a film called Tunnel Vision. And also, if you could tell people where they may be able to, see this. It has a very kind of urban feel to it, from the language, the everything about it seems like it reminded me a little bit, sort of like, not beatnik or beat, but where you have a strong sense of just the language and the feel and talk on the street.
yes, yes, sir. Um, well, to answer your question, you can check it out on YouTube. You can type it, go to my channel, which is June Vision. It's spelled JUNEVISION, and the movie is titled Tunnel Vision. You can also check out my Instagram, which is Cali Boy June 6, which is spelled CALIBOIJUNE6. I'm listening to you.
Yeah, CALIGOIJUNE6.
Yes, sir.
And
B is in boy.
now, CALIBOI,
Yes. Yeah.
not BOI.
Yeah.
Okay. JUNE.
Yeah.
Cali Boy June 6.
Yes, sir.
So, it looks like it was a pretty big venture, and doing it all in, the way you did you have to put a lot of money out to get this done, or?
Yeah. Yeah, because you have to pay the girls traveling. But I think I might have saved a lot of money because I did all the filming and editing myself. So I might have spent more money if I would have had somebody else do it. But I might have saved a lot because I took care of those two things myself. But yes, paying the people and things like that.
Okay. Well, I enjoyed it very much.
Thank you.
And it seemed also very distinct from a lot of other films.
Thank
Got a sense that it was, something of a sort of new genre, new, whole type of approach.
Yes, sir.
And instead of something like looking over, it was like something looking at the straight at it. I don't know if I'm making myself clear on that, but
can you explain that a little more, please?
Instead of it looked like something that was involved right there, the kind of the street level with all the different moves, all the different people that you talk with.
Yeah.
It wasn't detached. It was that you were really connected with these people.
Yeah. That's the way I'm listening.
And it had that authenticity.
Yeah.
Just because it was real. It wasn't a polished, produced thing. It had, more gritty, down home kind of organic approach to it.
Thank you.
That was, really refreshing to see.
Thank you. That was the idea when I was writing it, to kind of explain it from that perspective. You know, if that makes sense, from a guy on the ground that's actually seeing these kind of things. That's the way I wanted to tell the story.
Yeah, it made it very relatable.
Thank you.
You know, I mean, you could put yourself in different people's shoes,
Yes.
where a lot of times they get the Hollywood treatment, and it kind of moves away from that. It gets kind of artificial, kind of Hollywoodish.
Yeah, yeah, I understand what you're saying. Like the story doesn't, like you say, it doesn't feel like it could actually happen.
And I I like very much the ending too. I'm not going to give any anything about it, but the way it was building toward the end, I was going, oh my gosh, but it was really satisfying to see
Thank
how
you.
it resolved.
Thank you. Thank you.
And do you have any other things that are sort of planned ahead? I mean, you just finished this, so I imagine.
Yeah. Um. Well, right now I'm still in the process of trying to talk to some distributors for this film. If you have any of those kind of relationships that you might be able to put me in access with, so I can talk to them. But as far as I have 3 other films. I have a part 2 to Tunnel Vision that I want to shoot, and then I have two other stories that I want to tell as well. I just don't really want to go into the stories just yet, but I do have 3 other films that I want to create.
Okay, do you have an email or someplace that if any listeners here, if they'd like to get in touch with you, how they could do so?
Yeah, yes, sir. Well, they can contact me on my Instagram account, but my email. You have a pen?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, is one. I'm gonna spell it out to you, but I'm gonna say it first. Is one vision films 46 at gmail.com. Is
Yeah.
VISIONFILMS 46 at gmail.com.
Okay, One Vision Films 46 at gmail.com.
Yes, sir.
Great. And anyway, I wish you a lot of success on what you're doing, and it is very, unusual, striking, and original.
Thank you. You said it's original?
Well, yes, like I said, I haven't seen anything that's, you see a lot of stuff that's very Hollywoodish polished,
Yes.
and to see something that relates directly on the street level,
Yes.
and on a level that people can look at and identify, they're part of the whole thing. They see it, they can understand like what's happening, and I'm really surprised that they weren't all professional actors because they had a sort of ease and calm
Right.
with what they were doing. It didn't seem all, it seemed, real.
Right. Thank you. That was the idea, to paint a picture that felt, like you said, it felt real. Like it felt like it could actually happen. That was my plan. I'm glad you said that.
So once again, Abdul Alaman, and with Tunnel Vision, which you can see going to YouTube and going to June Vision and then Tunnel Vision. And if you want to email, it's One Vision Films 46, and it's spelled ONE, Vision Films, and then the numbers 46 at gmail.com. And also, you mentioned Cali Boy June 6, CALIBOIJUNE 6. That's for also on YouTube.
Can you spell it one more time, please?
CALIBOIJUNE 6.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yep. That's correct.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna check that one out later.
Oh.
And because I'm interested in what you're doing, and like I said, I wish you just go full steam ahead.
Thank you.
It's a nice medium, and you got a good kind of conversation with the people to be able to get that out of them,
Yes, sir.
and that's really nice to see.
Yeah. Thank you. That means a lot.
Okay, well, hey, thank you, Abdul.
Okay, thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Let me speak on your platform.
Yes, well, I think a lot of people will appreciate seeing what you're doing, and I want to see you really go further on this because, like I said, it's got a directness that's really you can identify with it.
Yes, sir. Can I say one last thing?
Hmm?
If anybody's listening, please feel free if you watch the movie, you can feel free to subscribe to my channel and also comment your opinion. And thank you again.
Okay, thank you, Abdul.
All right, you have a good day, sir.
Okay.
All right.